And there's this video popping up on internet, and so a lot of Ghanaians can watch him. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia has been exposed. There's this lady, where the personal aid to Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. About one thing, I be exposed Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. What you say because of Nyoma Bia or working with Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, when the fan of he doesn't qualify to become the president of the Republic of Ghana. Where is my lady in Eka? Or Kasaya, what you say? Voting for Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia is like voting for President Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo for the third time, because Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia has been regulated by Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo. Where is my lady no about one thing or can I see malikbasintale TV's way and first number channel so bomba didn't subscribe, share, no be video ni bi entry nyabotre na je wakonya na mcheche nsimi mu enchemo yo internet so you say a video be up at the personal aid to Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia about one thing what can say be brain now as I'm speaking to you ne one year MPP Nibium, say they were resign from MPP abe joining NDC. No call interview. And I watch him say, Tema, na one year Juma, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia office no. Issues be by office on resolve via send the Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ebe tackle issue no. The video dancer said this particular guy doesn't qualify to become the president of Ghana. When somebody in the kind, or also be eka say voti Ediama Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. I say voti Ediama Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo for the third time because Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia is being regulated by the Achem mafias. And Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo the head of it. We and some lead no about one thing every kind. Without wasting my time, nebusia video no comment section and see your dear
students. I work closely with Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia as his personal assistant at his campaign office. So I worked with him.
And what was that like?
Well, at the initial stage, it was cool. You know, we all had it in this country, the economic messiah, the economic waistcoat. So I was excited to have the opportunity to work closely with him, book his appointment at the campaign office, sit in his meetings and write his minutes, serve him his coffee, his food, and whatever he may assign me to do. And also did travel sometimes with him. So it was very exciting, I would say. But along the line, I realized Dr. Bawumia lacked leadership. He was not just my boss. He was like a father to me. At a point in time, an incident happened at the office. But I will not go into details now. I won't go into details. But with the approach to that particular situation, I realized it lacked leadership. I realized that.
What was the approach?
His approach lacked boldness, firmness, fairness, and courage.
Really?
And these are essential qualities of any good leader.
But this is a leader who is saying he has bold solutions, for the people of Ghana. You are saying he lacked boldness in taking decisions at his office?
He cannot. I came to the conclusion that with what happened, he's easily manipulated and dictated to.
Really?
It's sad, but people control Dr. Bawumia.
Seriously?
People tell him what to do. And it's sad that a leader will not have an opinion of his own. It's sad.
This is the vice president of the country we're talking about.
Well, he holds the position, but who is he when it comes to his leadership style? That is what we are talking about.
What did you see at the office which is making you jump, or should I say arrive at this point?
I would say, I will still not go into the issues. I know you're trying to push me. But with his approach, when it comes to solving issues, putting his foot down when it matters the most, pulling the bull by the horn, correcting people when they are misbehaving. He cannot even correct a group of about 10 people working around him when some are misbehaving. So it saddens my heart that people will think he can handle the affairs of our beautiful country of over 32 million people. I don't think Dr. Bawumia can. He will be overwhelmed. Ghana will not be safe under Dr. Bawumia's leadership. And I'm not going to mince words because people need to know it. I have had a personal experience so they can make an informed choice. It's as simple as that.
Did something happen between you and Dr. Bawumia? Was there a beef? Was there an incident? Are you bitter about something?
No, there's no beef.
Saying that the vice president of the country, flag bearer of the MPP, who was chosen overwhelmingly by delegates as the man to lead us, you are sitting here saying that this is not a leader who is free.
Why am I saying that? he is not the right person for the country. Because that is really what the situation is. And if I can say what I know to help Ghanaians to make an informed choice, why should I keep quiet when it matters the most? Because we need critical leadership. And I know that my former boss and father cannot offer that.
But there's somebody
leadership.
who is head of the economic management team.
And what was the performance?
Who has been at the helm of affairs, dealing with, issues surrounding the economy, among other things. That's why the president brought him in, because the president believed in him, and the president believes that he has delivered. And you think otherwise.
And that has reflected in the result. Bad leadership gives us bad outcome and bad output, bad performance. We will not lie to ourselves. We are all in this country. Before 2016, Dr. Bawumia was making rounds. He was in our faces, Ashasi University, Central University, talking about how weak the economy is. Because that was the only role the president expected him to do. It was about the CD. The CD was about 3.8 or let's say 4C. But that was very bad as at that time. Recently, he had a media presser. He said what he said then was true is now true as well.
About the fundamentals being...
But exactly, but we cannot come to this conclusion now. You see that dishonesty. He's not a consistent leader as well.
And you saw that when you were working with him in his office?
I saw that. It's sad, but that is really, I saw that. The economy, he's performed abysmally. And Ghanaians were making a choice about, based on what has happened with the economy. He said we are suffering. Do you remember, Lantam? Do you remember?
That he's far better than Alhaji Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, whom you work closely with.
Mr. Lantam, I've already told you about the leadership style, which will come to play. That is very important to Ghanaians. He provides a very compelling alternative, coupled with experience. He's talking about advocating for a very responsive government to the decay in the system when it comes to corruption. He's talking about jobs. And it's evident during his time and now, the unemployment rate has risen. So it's high from 8% to 14%. And I even love when I hear the MPP and my former boss throwing figures around that they've created jobs, 2.6 million jobs. And they intend to create more when given the nod.
Have they not done that? There's been planting for food and jobs.
TESCOM members in the party, that is a youth in our party. If indeed we've created jobs, how come about 98% of TESCOM members don't have jobs?